if you listen to what I have to say in this video, you are going to understand why do you feel this knot inside your stomach when you try to speak up in a meeting, but you don't have that courage or the paralyzing fear to introduce yourself to somebody new. If this has ever held you back, this video is for you. You have to understand that what I'm going to tell you in this video, if I had understood this a couple of years ago, it would have saved me so much time, so much struggle, and so much pain. And because of that, I don't want you to go through the same thing that I went through. I'm about to reveal 3 hidden truths that I wish I knew 3 years ago when I was dealing with shyness and severe social anxiety. And the thing is, nobody was even talking about this at the time. And if you're actually serious about this transformation, if you're serious to overcoming this social anxiety and stop letting your shyness take control over your life opportunities, join my free school community where we dive deep into things that have helped me before, and also surround yourself with like-minded people who are going through the same struggles and problems you are going through, and we can overcome this together. So click the link in the description to finally overcome that shyness and social anxiety once and for all. So the first thing you need to do is to stop lying to yourself, to others. So I was at the bar hanging around with my friends and their friends that were strangers to me, right? And basically we were just talking about some sport, some event that happened in that sport, and we were just talking about, and I was just nodding and not even interested. I was trying to be interested in them, even though I was interested. And the thing is, I was terrified to tell them that I was like quitting and doing these things, because I thought that they would judge me, right? I thought that I will come across that this nerdy, being weird, and society perception of it, right? And at the time, my chest felt tight as fuck. I couldn't breathe. But one night when I went there, I couldn't stand anymore. They were just having small talk by small talk, not having any point at all. And I just went and said, hey, has anybody read How to Win Friends and Influence People? One of the self-improvement book I was reading at the time. And the thing is, the room went silent. I was hearing my heartbeat at the time. That's how silent it was. And all of a sudden, my friend's friend said that, oh, wait, I do. Wait, you also into self-improvement? And at that time, it gave me this realization that there are people who are same interests and things that you like. I was scared that I could have never met somebody who has the same interests as me. So I was just pretending to be fit into other people. I was trying to be getting people and trying to have friends, even though we didn't have the same similarities, interests, because I was feeling lonely. So that was the only thing. Now that I took this step, now that I faced my fear, I did and said something authentically. And because of that, I met somebody who I could have never been with. And now, since then, you always talk about some books, self-improvement related, and try to improve day by day. So here's the thing, you have to stop lying to yourself and to others, because the more time passes, the harder it's gonna be for you to actually express yourself. The more it's gonna be like, oh, this is not the right time just ran away. I can't do anything about it anymore. I'm this person with these guys. I'm this person with these guys. And the thing is, there's always room to change. So as soon as possible, you have to start being authentic to yourself and to other people. The more you wait, the worse. And the best time is right now. So if you think it's not the right time, it's never gonna be the right time. There's never a perfect time to do something than right now. The perfect time was yesterday. The best time is today. So take it and use it. The second is, nobody is going to speak up for you. So during Q&A classes, right, where we try to give the answers for the homework, right, the teacher always asks for the questions, and there's some questions we used to answer right in the class, and if you did that, we get 10 points in the test. So if you successfully answer that question, you can get extra 10 points. So every time she asked the questions, those 2 questions every single time, and those were hard as hell, right? And the thing is, every time she came up with that question, I knew the fucking answer. I knew that, but something inside me was like, my heart just goes beating so fast. I was feeling this fight or flight mode. I was having this small panic attack. I don't know how, but at the time, it was so gut-wrenching feeling. My mouth was dry as hell. I couldn't even say the word. It was that bad. And one of the questions that I used to have is like this negative thinking every single time. Like, what if they laughed how I say it? Like every single step, every single time, every small detail, I was being anxious about it. And the thing is, the question was right. The answer was right. And from that point, I had this spark in my mind that like I have to stop being this person who's trying to letting other people's belief and judgments about myself stop me from actually getting what I want, right? And same thing happened the next week. She asked the question, and when she asked the question, I had this feeling. Don't think that shit, one time it happens, you're not gonna feel the pain or anything. I was feeling that pain. Even though I was feeling the pain, I raised my hand. So, but to my surprise, the answer wasn't right. So here's the thing, it's not about the answer about the story. It was like about understanding that I took the first step to achieving what I want, even if it's small. And the third is you have to risk it for the biscuit. So if you want the biscuit, you have to risk it. There was a girl in a coffee shop that I used to like see every single time, almost every single day there, and I wanted to know her more, right? And even though I was having these fucking beliefs, excuses, I always used to say some excuses like she must be busy with her work, or she might be doing something that I don't want to interrupt her, right? And I used to think that today is the day, right? Today is the day I'm going to talk to her. Even though she's busy, I'm going to do something that's gonna make me like step out of my comfort zone. But every single damn time I tell myself that, I never ever do it. And this started to have this self-image about myself who lied to myself, right? So every time I said myself, shit, I'm gonna talk to her, and I don't do it, it reinforces my subconscious mind that I'm a liar, right? So if I told myself I'm gonna go cold approach or just maybe talk to her and I don't do it, that subconsciously is telling my mind that you are not trustworthy. So the next time you try to talk to that person or do something, anything in life, you're not gonna be able to do it. So back to the thing, I started to maybe start small. I wanted to talk to her, but I couldn't at the end. And here's the thing, one of the days she was just talking to her friends and she mentioned something related that I was really interested in. And it was a book, right? And it was about the same self-improvement book but so different. It was about atomic habits. Since he mentioned something related to that book, I said, oh, all of a sudden, not even thinking about it, I said, wait, you also have read the book Atomic Habits? And from there, we started having this small chat, this small icebreaker question to a deep conversation about self-improvement. Even though we never had that romantic or anything in the future, but that small thing helped me realize that even though if the person is busy, if you think that if they are doing something or anything, they are not. It's just your subconscious mind telling you excuses for you not to be able to get out of your comfort zone. Take the opportunity, talk to her. You have to risk it for the biscuit. At last, you have to realize your shyness is not your fault, but taking those small, gradual steps to overcome that, it's in your power. Each tiny act of bravery makes the next one easier. So just keep in this mind, and you got this. So here's the end. The inaction is also self-rejection. Always keep in that mind.